Hey guys, today we're going to explore a question together, and this is something I've been thinking about for quite a while. And to be completely honest, I don't have a 100% answer right now, but I think together, when we talk about this, we'll come up with the right thing to do. And the question is it better to doggedly stick towards a goal and accept multiple rejections, or is it preferable to be adaptable and change in the spur of the moment? Let's say, for example, okay, here's where this comes from. I have been watching. Is it hot in here, or is it just me? No, it's not hot in here. I'm just turning red. But I have been watching America's Next Top Model. I found that on Amazon Prime. Well, actually, my wife did. And we've been watching it together, and it is fascinating. We are on season 1, circa 2003. And we've been working our way. We started off with season 1, and we've been working our way through the episodes. Now, I never thought I would come up with a philosophical question, sort of a moral dilemma from watching America's Top Model, but I have. In America's Top Model, Tyra keeps stressing, and this is where this all comes from. She keeps saying over and over again that she has been in the young model's position many times. That is, she has been told no repeatedly. She has faced rejection, but she never gave up. She kept going, she kept pushing, she kept fighting, and now she's a very successful model, Tyra Banks. She's literally a household name. Everyone knows her. The point is that a good strategy for everyone, or does the I never gave up story only come from the very select few that have made it? How many thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of people are there that have tried and have kept pushing just to finally be completely crushed and never had their goals realized? You don't hear their stories on TV. So my concern is that the idea we should always keep pushing forward and never take no for an answer and knock on 100 doors might be kind of harmful. I want to break this down into 3 use cases, 3 different scenarios. I'm going to tell you about my own personal story. We're going to talk about what we commonly see on TV of how actors worked forever in a restaurant before they hit it big. And then we're going to talk about my dad's story, because they all are on different ends of the spectrum. And have a feeling after we analyze this, after we sit down and come up with, after we think about how it worked out for each one of them, that we will come up with the right way to approach dedication and tenacity, because that's what this is all about. It's when is determination right versus when is adaptability and change right. What's the right thing to do in the right situation? So when it comes to the story of Tyra, we've heard it many times about how actors and actresses in Hollywood worked forever at a restaurant before a producer found them and hit it big, and then they had their breakthrough moment. Great. How many successful actors and actresses are there in the world? 1,000? 10,000? 50,000? I don't know. 100,000? How many unsuccessful actors and actresses are there? People that tried and started in that direction but then have shifted. I'm going to guess and say it's a lot more unsuccessful people that have tried than people that have actually made it in the acting business. So my concern is that the people that didn't make it spent a lot of time, a lot of effort pushing towards something they wanted to without recognizing and looking at the signs that it was time to make a change. So in the one case, we have people that have tried very hard and didn't get what they were going. And the downside is they wasted a lot of time, energy, a large part of their lives, and money. It was just a complete waste of their time. It didn't work out for them. They should have been doing something else. They should have recognized the signs and moved on with their life sooner. Let's put it that way. Then, now with me, I was trained as a lawyer. I still am a lawyer, but now I'm doing other things. And law was never something that I was passionate about. It wasn't my true calling. But it was something that I did because I thought I had to. I was supposed to. Hey, I went to law school. I have to be a lawyer. Just get through it and keep grinding away. Okay. It wasn't until recently that I picked my head up out of the sand, looked around, and realized that you can do things that you enjoy and are passionate and still turn those into a career or an occupation. Believe it or not, that was a revelation for me not too long ago. Then on the other end of the spectrum, the perfect combination of happiness and work success is my dad. He fell into a career as a cartoonist that he absolutely loved from a very early age. It worked out for him after a few setbacks, a few closed doors and people telling him no. And he's been successful at it, and he's still doing it. But he's the first one to say, don't ever follow in my footsteps because I got really lucky. Like, okay. So with those three scenarios, the people that have pushed and did not have a positive outcome and used up a lot of time, money, and effort, then myself that did keep pushing, and this is how I view myself, as I pushed and I pushed and I pushed, and I made a career out of something I didn't love. And then there's my dad, who is fortunate enough to have the perfect marriage of interests and success sort of come to his door all at once. So I'm wondering, and the question is, can we achieve more what my dad has? Can we be sort of happier in our work and our career and our profession if we don't push as much like the actors and actresses and are more flexible more quickly? Now, in considering the number of people that have tried and most likely not made it in acting, and considering the number of people out there like myself who have tried and made it but weren't completely just involved with what they were doing, didn't absolutely love it, and then there are the people who are like my dad, who love what they do and have made a career out of it. I think our goal is to be more like my father. So how do we get there? That's the question. Do we keep knocking on those doors and keep trying to push through until we get success, like the actors and actresses? Or should I say a very small percentage of the actors and actresses? I don't think so. Should we find something that we think we like and stick with it until we do like it, like myself? I don't think so. But are we all lucky enough to have what my dad did, which is the perfect career and the perfect opportunity sort of line up for him all at once? No. I think that happens to a very few amount of people as well. So what do we do? And in considering this and going through the mental thought process, we take the number of people that have not made it in acting, the number of people that try at something, succeed, but never have true happiness, and then the few people that start off in a career or profession. It seems to me that what we should do, the answer is to seek what my dad has, the marriage of career, love, and interests, but using the dedication of those actors and actresses, because you have to go after what you want in life. I think it's a merger. I think it's a hybrid. I think we have to be dedicated. We have to have commitment. We have to have drive and hard work, but be able to shift that in different directions when we hit a roadblock. If I were to say to myself, I love acting, I want to be in front of the camera all the time, I hope I make it onto the big screen, but I never get a call back from after a casting call or after an interview. I've hit a roadblock, and after enough time, say a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen rejections, how can I change that effort and still accomplish my goals? First, do I love acting? Is there anything else out there that I love doing? Can I still be an actor, but not maybe originally as I had planned? And third, what path do I take next? So maybe if you're trying for those big Hollywood blockbuster movies and you don't make it, think outside the box. There's YouTube. There are starring commercials. There's modeling. There's other ways to become a celebrity that may not be on the path you initially imagined. So it seems to me, just after thinking and after talking about it with you guys, that to find true happiness in terms of our work and our profession, the secret really is to be determined, be dogged, yet at the same time be flexible so we can get that perfect marriage of career and success without beating ourselves into a wall. So the best way to say it is to be determinedly flexible. Keep flexing, keep slightly changing your targets until you actually get to where you want to be. And I think that is the best way to approach how to find an occupation or how to find a calling that you absolutely love. Don't beat your head into a wall, but on the same time, don't do what I did and settle for a career that sounds like something you want, but truly isn't, and you just stay with it. Strive for what my dad has, that perfect blend of what he enjoys doing and being successful at it, and keep working towards that path until you actually get there. That's what I'm doing. I'm still at it. I'm still trying to get to a point where I can be successful at something that I enjoy. And those two things together is really difficult to come by. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for helping me analyze this topic. It's been something that's been kind of on my mind, but I really haven't been able to pinpoint it back in the past. But just talking about it with you guys and just voicing it out in the open, I know this video may have not had as much direction as others, but it's really helped, I think, come up with an answer of how to be determined, be motivated, go after what you want, but be able to shift and move around and change your path while you're on the way to your goal. Don't just keep running into that wall. Please hit like and subscribe to keep on receiving these videos and to keep getting more tips on life and how to be happy. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.